Hello YouTube, I'm Pilot Stud and welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. Now today we're doing a shorter news video focusing on one payware aircraft that I personally am very excited for, the Aerosoft CRJ. Now just yesterday on the official Aerosoft forums and Facebook page, they've released a good dozen of Aerosoft CRJ screenshots. This includes some liveries, some eye candy and some cockpit shots, and I have to say it's coming along very well. In addition to that, we've also got some inkling on release dates. Not exact dates, but how they're going to roll this aircraft out, and that hopefully it won't be too far away. Now looking on the screen now, we've got a beautiful shot of the rear end of the aircraft with the APU and of course engines there in the Delta livery. It's looking very beautiful. Moving on, we've got a front shot of the Aerosoft CRJ 700 in the Delta Connection livery, just like the last one. There we go, we've got it in the air as well. It looks very nice, and as you can see, lights look very nice. There's no bugs, like we've had with some aircraft already, so that's something very positive. Although you would expect that with a payware aircraft regardless. Notice the detail on the windows as well. Now, I imagine you'll be able to see the seats from inside, and I presume we will see some sort of interior, but all of the window blinds are down at different lengths. It doesn't look like we've got too much window reflection at the moment, but hopefully they'll improve on that. Moving on to the Lufthansa regional livery, it looks beautiful. We've seen both these liveries before, so it really doesn't come as a surprise. Looking into the cockpit now, you can see work is coming along well with a wide variety of custom built systems. There's also a CRJ pilot, or a couple of CRJ pilots, that have been testing out this aircraft, and from what I've been hearing they are very impressed so far, so hopefully that means good things. It banking in the sun now, it looks marvellous. We've got the two pilots sitting in the front there, which does give you a bit of perspective about this kind of, I'd say it's quite a fairly small airliner to be honest, but it looks rather nice from here. Looking at the rear end of the Lufthansa aircraft, I think it's the Lufthansa's old livery, but don't hold me to it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Now I do prefer this picture because it starts to give us a little look of what we might be getting. Looking at the windows now, you can see through them, so there's no horrible painted on textures there. Hopefully we'll get a glimpse of the interior in no time. Lighting, as I said, looks fine with no bugs here. The aircraft jetting away into the sun, I mean, it looks marvellous. And this is the photo we've all been waiting for. This looks really good. You can see there we've got a flight plan on the navigation display built in. The yoke looks marvellous. The FMCs look pretty good, although I should point out, of course, I haven't actually studied this aircraft in full detail, so if there was a big problem, I probably wouldn't be the person to spot it. In addition to that, we've got the radio selectors down there at the bottom, or whatever they're called. Now, something that did bring to my attention, and I'm not too sure how it works in the CRJ, is that the first officer's navigation display is different to the captain's navigation display. Now, maybe this is just a system in the kind of CRJ that I'm not used to, but looking at it, you can see that on one side we've got a flight plan. I believe that's being inputted in. And on the other side we haven't. That is a bit of a worry to me, but again, that could just be me overreacting. And of course, this aircraft is still a massive work in progress. It's not released yet, so everything you see here isn't 100% finished, and some of the stuff you even see might not be implemented in the final build. So take everything you see here with a pinch of salt, but it does start to give us an indication of what we're getting, and what we're getting seems to look very nice. But overall, the cockpit is looking absolutely superb. We're going to take a look at the final two screenshots now, and then we'll talk about the release of this aircraft. Here we go. This is a great screenshot for taking a look at the front gear assembly, the nose gear assembly, and it looks absolutely insane. Now, the CRJ 700 is the first aircraft we're going to have released up for sale, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And there we go, another look inside the cockpit in between two cloud bases here, and it looks absolutely marvellous. Cruising at around 12,000 feet, I don't know, about 290 knots from the looks of that, and it looks beautiful. I really can't wait for this aircraft. Now, as I roll through some of these screenshots on the screen now, so you guys can take a look, again, I'm going to talk about the tidbits of information we've got regarding the release timelines for the 900 and 1000 expansion pack. Now, this is how it's going to work. You're going to get the base package, which is the CRJ 700 and 800, and then roughly 6 to 12 weeks after the initial release of the CRJ, we'll be getting the expansion pack. Now, I'm not going to lie, I don't know the main difference between the different varieties of the aircraft, but as always, it's going to be something like how many people you can fit in there, the length of the aircraft, and the range, your generic aircraft stuff like that. Now, for the release of the package overall, it's confirmed by Aerosoft that once you start seeing streamers and content creators, I guess like me, you'll see the CRJ be released to the general public a week later. Now, I am in the works of contacting Aerosoft to see if I can take a look at this aircraft to show you guys and create a nice review like I always do in their aircraft like this, so it should be a lot of fun. But there's still no clarity on when the Aerosoft CRJ for the sim will actually be released. It's been pushed back quite a bit. They did say by Christmas, then they said January, but they're clearly still working on it, and every time a new update comes out, I guess they have to fix and work around that, so a bit interesting there. Now, let me put it to you guys to ask a question in this video. What has been your favourite screenshot, and why are you excited for this aircraft, or are you not excited for this aircraft, and you don't care less about it? Tell me down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. As always, if you want to find out what equipment I use to fly around on beautiful Microsoft Flight Simulator, and of course record these videos, my links are in the description. They're Amazon affiliate links, so I do get a small percentage, but as always, the price remains the same. Be sure to join my Discord, and if you want to support the channel, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks. It's a fantastic way to connect with me. Thanks to all my current business class members, you guys mean a lot to me, but from me today, that is all. Bye bye.